was the greatest day of my life. A red letter day. I couldn't sleep. I got up early and walked across the park to Whitehall. I arrived at the Horse Guards as they were opening the gates. The Blues were on duty. Through the dark tunnel of the arch, with the early morning sunlight full on it, I could see the Guards' War Memorial on the other side of the empty parade ground, which in 5 hours would be full of troops. Today was the official birthday of the Sovereign, when she was to review the Household Brigade, Her Majesty's personal troops, at 11 o'clock, precisely. My battalion was to have the honor of trooping its color before the Queen, and I, Captain John Fellows, 3rd Battalion, Grenadier Guards, was lieutenant of the escort.
Looks as though you're in for a drenching, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Your bearskin will float anyway, sir.
Thanks again.
John, have you got a spare razor blade?
Give Mr. Davidson a razor blade.
Sir?
What time are you picking my mother up?
About 9:30, I thought. By the way, if you start to feel faint, just breathe in sharply through the nose and try and relax the muscles.
Relax? With this club around me?
Well, just breathe in sharply through the nose, then.
All around, I could hear the noise of 1,000 men getting ready, and I could imagine the dulcet tones of Sam Johnson.
You're gonna sweep! Get out of there!
Very good, son.
What happened? Happy birthday. Come on, get out of it! Get your feet on the
On
ground!
the other side of the park, at Knightsbridge Barracks, Henry was getting up. At least his horse was.
You mean, old girl? Come on. Come on, Betsy. Come on. Come on, you lazy old girl. You can't stay in bed all day. You're not an officer.
Introducing Captain Henry Wynne Walton of the Blues. In bed, as usual.
Oh, God.
In barracks. Most unusual.
Good morning, Williams. Oh, God.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Now, what's happened to our wandering minstrel boy?
Son, it's my hand, son. I can't do my lace-up.
You just don't know your own strength, Dankford. That's the trouble. Come on, lad. Put your foot up there. Come on, put it up! Hold my gloves. How is your hand, all right?
It's given me a little trouble today.
Yeah. Don't look too bad. Right, come on. Got 15 minutes to get ready, so get a move on, all of you.
Well, good luck, sir.
Good morning, Susan. How's my little clothes horse this
I wish
morning?
my fiancée was a cover girl, sir. You're a credit to me, sir.
Thank you, Williams. Take her. She's all yours. Good morning, Captain Feller, sir.
Good morning, Sergeant Johnson.
All washed and shaved, sir?
All washed and shaved, Sergeant Johnson.
Is your back all right, sir?
Touch wood.
Good, sir.
Good luck.
Certainly been about. Look at that lot.
Yeah, does look well, doesn't it?
What are you two lost sheep doing?
We're program sellers, son.
What, nowhere to go?
No, son.
Wall, stand A. Dankworth, stand by the Wolsey statue. Go on, get on the playground. Get a move on! Left, right, left, right! Come on there! Jump to it, you dozy guardsman!
No rain today. By order of the gods.
Dad,
Yeah?
you're not going to wear that filthy old berry.
Why not? What's this?
Come on.
Oh, all right.
Dad,
Yeah?
why'd you go on pretending that you hate John?
I don't hate him. I just hope he falls flat on his face.
Good morning, Mrs. Fellows.
Good morning, Gordon. Oh, this is very luxurious.
It's the old man's. I told John we'd do it in style. Hop in the back. We're just going to nip round and pick up Mrs. Wynne Walton.
See? Thousands of people love the Guards.
Maybe. But they don't want to marry them. Oh, it stopped raining. I used to drive a truck like that in the Western Desert.
Program, miss?
Thank you. How much is that?
Have this one on me, miss.
Thank you.
Thank you, miss.
Mrs. Wynne Walton, Mrs. Fellows, Susan Bantry.
How'd you do?
I wonder if Susan's here yet. Oh, I think that's Ruth over there. Oh, there she is.
Fall in! The officers!
Yeah, try these.
Oh, thanks.
Which one of them is John?
There, at the end of the line.
Here they come.
salute. Present. Hype. Right.
20,000 people watching her. I wonder how I shall look when everyone is watching me. My mother? Ruth? My brother? My brother. Is that why I joined the army in the first place?
Come on, fellas, heave!
When we went up before the commissions board, just schoolboys after 3 weeks training, they told us it would take 10 years to turn us into fully trained professional soldiers. 10 years. They were right.
First class officer material, that. Number 13.
Come on, fellows!
I was pretty poor officer material 10 years ago. Really poor material.
Oh. All right, press on, press on, press on. Oh!
It's a wonderful guide to a man's ability to coordinate. Excuse me.
In 2 lines.
Right. Well done, chaps. Nothing to choose between you. Hello, what's happened to you, 17?
I lost my pants, sir.
But he kept going. Good lad. Is that regulation underwear?
Oh, no, sir.
No, I should think not. Right, off you go for a shower and clean up. March them away, 13.
Yes, sir. Here, time up with this. Oh, thanks very much. I scored a black mark that time.
You should have said they were my brothers, sir. He wore them on D-Day, sir.
I couldn't. He was killed in North Africa.
Good! Hut!
Sorry, it was
Stop
such a
talking
good.
your ranks. Good. Fly left wheel, quick, march. Eyes! Right.
Eyes front, please.
Cross the line. Hallelujah.
What's this word test?
Oh, my brother told me about that. It's psychoanalysis.
Utter rot.
We better get a move on. It starts in 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yes, my husband. What? My housewife, you've got.
Oh, thanks very much. I'll mend them after the lecture.
You've got to be in the next room in 10 minutes.
What? 10 minutes, Gus, 10 minutes. Quick, and the way.
Excuse me.
He's put himself down for the Scots Guards and he comes from Birmingham.
I hear you're trying to get into the donkey wallopers.
What was that?
It's what my father calls the household cavalry. Donkey wallopers.
If your father had walloped his donkey a bit more, he might not have had such an ass for a son.
13 should have passed.
Now then, I'm going to give you the word test. What we want you to do is this. Onto this screen, I shall flash a number of words. As each word comes up, I want you to write down the first thing that comes into your heads. First word coming up.
Word tests never bothered Henry. He thought sex was the answer to everything. Wisdom. I don't remember what came into my head at the time, but I do remember 2 years later, when I was a cadet at Sandhurst. It was on an exercise at Chobham Ridges. I could have used some wisdom then.
Prepare to assault!
Fellows, he's going to take Kenyon by surprise, sir.
Well, he's in for a surprise himself if he doesn't watch his flank. Kenyon's got his Bren group covering the open ground. Well, where's Win Walton? He should be in a support position by now.
Well, he thinks he is, sir. But he's facing the wrong way.
Assault! Section 5.
Right flag of strike.
They fell into that one beautifully. Now, what's happening?
I don't know. Well, the exercise is over anyway. What happened, sir?
Right, sit down, everybody. You've been wiped out by Kenyon's section.
Wiped out, sir?
Yes.
But at that range, she couldn't possibly have hit
At that range, one Bren gun could have wiped out the whole lot of you.
What, with Davidson firing it, sir?
Break for chow and have a sack lunch, sir.
Now, there's no argument about this. You lost so many men in the assault, you could never have held that position against a counterattack.
With all due respect, sir,
You rushed forward without properly reconnoitering the ground. Now, that sort of thing happened time and again in the desert in 1942. Sacrificing everything for speed.
Yes, but this was an exercise, sir.
It wasn't an exercise when your brother was killed at the Horseshoe Oasis, and 11 of his men with him. Fellas, I'll see you in my office when we get back.
Right.
At that moment, I hated Wilkes. All the way back to Sandhurst, I hated him for telling me in front of the others that my brother had thrown away his men's lives and his own at the Horseshoe Oasis. I hated him. And yet,
Well, fellas,
I had always felt there was some mystery about David's death.
there's nothing personal about what I said. You're here to learn, fellas, and I'm here to teach you, that's all.
Well, I'm sorry if I seemed rude, sir. But it was what you said about my brother.
Well, I just wanted to bring home to you the results in action of the sort of mistake you made.
So I still don't see that the mistake that I made on the exercise has any connection with the Horseshoe Oasis.
Don't you?
No, sir.
Right, that's all.
Standard! He's! And remember, it doesn't matter whether it's the junior under officer or the Queen inspecting you. The principle's exactly the same. If he speaks to you, it's yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full, sir. Stand easy.
Still thinks he's a corporal in Korea. All this palaver for 48 hours leave.
Just Henry throwing his weight around.
Right, stand your doors.
Where's your hazard? Your hazard, where is it? Oh, no, I don't want it. Just want to know that you've got it. All right, you can follow them out.
Right. Carry on.
Coming to tea.
Okay. Let's see what the weather's doing.
Oh, thank you.
That's John.
Well, I'll get it, Alan. Poor old Johnny was scared stiff that I'd find something wrong with him. Where's your hazard?
I suppose that's your idea of a joke.
What?
Ha, ha, ha.
Some tranquilizer.
No, thank you. Where's my tea?
Oh, I'm sorry,
Here it is.
What the devil's that? Tin foil?
Solid platinum, old boy. Deb's delight never fails.
You ought to try this out on Susan.
Go to hell. God, what a noise.
Now, don't switch it off. It's as its choice.
Listen, Henry, you may think you're a bloody marvellous officer, but
I don't
what
think I'm a bloody marvellous officer. Just trying to learn to be one. It so happens that I have to learn on you.
Yes, well, you won't learn very much by making fools out of people.
I didn't make a fool out of you.
You had a darn good try at it. I'm warning you, don't do it again.
Do have a tranquilizer.
No, I don't want one.
I mean, everybody knows that you're the best of the lot of us.
No, listen, no. One of these days, there'll be men's lives in Henry's hands. Then what happens?
Well?
Well, God help them. You don't save men's lives by making fools out of them.
Well, why not? I save their lives by making fools out of them. You save their lives by charging across open ground like a lunatic.
All right. That was a mistake, but it won't happen again.
I should hope not. One bad officer in the family is quite enough.
Hey, John. That's enough, John.
I don't want this to go any higher, Alan. I'll deal with it myself. So I suppose I better see them now, together this time. I rather think that Master Win Wharton's black eye was thoroughly deserved, don't you?
The company commander will see you both.
Do you realize that if this was to go to the Commandant, you'd both be returned to your units? Disgusting hooliganism. You can't control yourselves. How do you expect to control anybody else? Eh? Fellows, stand still. You've told me that you hit him first. And you, Mr. Win Wharton, do you seriously consider that only bad officers get killed?
No, sir.
No. And what I suggest is that you both apologize to one another the moment you leave this office. And in order that you may have plenty of opportunity to do so, neither of you will go on leave tomorrow until 1800 hours. March out.
Like a lift to town?
No, I do not.
Look, I can get you to London quicker.
No, thank you.
Look, I wish you'd leave me alone.
I'm sorry for what I said about your brother.
Oh, that's all right.
Well, come on.
Well, I suppose it would be quicker.
Cheer up, you're going home. Where to?
Bang next door to Wellington Barracks.
Jane, officer's dressed for dinner.
You think we ought to telephone the college, Fred?
Why, if he's late, he's late. Get me volume 4 of the Peninsular War.
Perhaps he's been put on jankers.
Jankers. Restrictions. Extra duty. Polishing his brasses. That's what he'll be doing.
Oh, here he is now. He's got somebody with him. I expect it's another cadet who's given him a lift.
Another cadet? Ask him up.
Yes, dear, I'll go down.
Give him a shout, go on.
Yes, dear.
Is this all one house?
No, the 2 top floors are ours.
John,
Oh, hello, Mother.
your father says you're to bring your friend up.
Oh, no, he's...
All right to leave the car here?
Well, you can't very well bring it inside, can you? Mother?
Hello, dear.
This is Henry Wynne Walton.
How do you do?
How do you do?
My husband's trolley bus system. Was kind of you to give John a lift. Come along. Fred, this is Mr. Wynne Walton, a friend of John's.
How do you do, Captain Fellows?
Oh, Wynne Walton. Any relation of the Field Marshal?
Yes, sir, grandson.
Good, sit down. Forgive my not getting up. What made you so late, Dawson? They put you on restrictions?
No,
Sir, my car broke down.
Oh, that's all right. Put them on the floor. I'm doing a bit of a thesis on the guards at Corunna. Get some whiskey, Dawson. Yes, I've been asked to do a thesis on the great retreats comparing Dunkirk and Corunna, and Wavell's retreat in the Western Desert. My son was out there, you know.
David, our other boy.
So your grandfather was in the blues?
Yes, sir.
Well, if history repeats itself, as I believe it does, you ought to be a fairly competent soldier one of these days.
Well, I hope so, sir.
What? You only hope so?
This is David. He was in the Grenadiers. John's following in his footsteps, aren't you, dear?
I suppose so.
Well, you've got a long way to go yet to be a guards officer.
Oh, thank you.
What are you trying to do? Get rid of your friend? Get the decanter, Dawson. A fella in the Fusiliers once said to me, sit down, Dawson. He said to me, it mystifies me that the best troops in the world should have such complete fools as officers. And you know what I said to him? I said, we are fools, but not complete fools. A complete fool will serve in any regiment, but a guards officer will only serve with the best troops in the world. Now, that's what I call a whiskey. Dawson, that's what I mean by whiskey in future. Where's he off to?
Well, I think he's going to make a phone call, sir.
A what call?
A phone call, sir.
Don't you know that you don't talk about phone in the guards?
Oh?
It's telephone. Just as you don't talk about coming up to town. It's London. How long have you been in the army?
About 13 months, sir.
You've got a lot to learn.
Hello, John.
Hello, Commander.
How's the gallant captain?
Well, you know him.
Still treating you like his Batman? Bring me the whiskey, Dawson, eh? Well, don't you let him order you around. You stand up to him.
It's a losing battle, I'm afraid.
Well, the last time I was here, he threw me out without any supper because I said it was our naval supremacy that really won the Battle of Waterloo. Ahoy there!
By God, the Admiral!
Oh, please, Fred, try not to offend him
What
this
do you
evening.
mean? Come in! Meet one of John's friends, Commander Hewson. This is young Wynne Walton, grandson of the Field Marshal.
How do you do?
How do you do, sir?
You'll stay to dinner, won't
No,
you? Yes,
no,
please.
no.
You must, I insist. I'll go and lay another place.
Dawson, go and help your mother. 2 extra for dinner.
2 extra? Are you staying?
Of course he's staying. Can't have him driving on an empty stomach. Give the Admiral whiskey. Make it a mess night. Get out a bottle of port.
Father, look, it's absurd to keep Henry here.
We're not keeping him. He wants to stay. He'd better stay the night.
No, he
Don't
wants to
argue.
help.
And tell your mother we're hungry.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, officer's mess. I knew it was time for dinner.
Susan?
No, this is Ruth.
But that's John. I'm out.
She's out, I'm afraid.
Oh, what time will she be back?
Oh, I don't know, John.
Oh. Did she get my postcard?
Postcard? Oh, yes, I think so.
Oh, well, is it all right for me to come round?
Oh, there's only me here. I'm almost in bed.
Bed? Oh, well, I mustn't keep you. Will you tell her that I'll meet her at the Muriel Cafe tomorrow at 11?
Muriel Cafe.
Yeah, she knows where it is. We've been there before.
All right, John, I'll tell you round. Bye. The Muriel Cafe.
Oh, who does he think I am? I can't be seen around places like that. Nobody want to use me if I am.
Don't be silly, Susan.
If you want to be a top model, you've got to start at the top.
You don't have to be a top bitch.
All right, sweetie? You go to the Cafe Muriel. I'm off to the Cafe de Paris. Hello.
Hello.
I say, these are marvelous.
Yes, I got them in New York on my last 48 hours leave.
Battle of the Marne, Battle of Ypres. Where's the cognac, Dawson? Salerno, Anzio, Nijmegen, there's courage for you. With those battles, the Guards will stand to the last.
Mind you, half of what they tell you about courage is sheer bloody ignorance.
If I'd known that German machine gun was going to coop me up in a maisonette with my wife for the rest of my days, I'd have run a mile. Captain, art thou sleeping there below?
I heard every word. I've heard it all before.
You know what these modern politicians say. Tell a man what he's fighting for, liberty and his country and so on. But if there's a choice between running away and facing the enemy, it's no use shouting, "Come on, men, you're fighting for liberty against fascism, for your little house and your garden, your wife and your children and your dog." There isn't time. You shout, "Up, Guards and at 'em! Guards, Guards," you shout. Come on, the Guards. It was the Guards. It was the Guards that saved us at Corunna. Jane, you remember how David used to recite that for us? He knew it all off by heart. He had a very retentive memory. He could learn a whole page of poetry just by reading it once. He had a mind that, well, it was one of those gifts from God. There was nothing he couldn't do. He invented my trolleybus system. built it himself as a birthday present. Here I was stuck in that chair. Didn't even care what was going on outside. Now I get around. I keep myself fit, don't I, Billy?
Yes, he was a wonderful boy.
I'll tell you another thing he did. When he was only 12, mind you. He made a replica of the Horse Guards parade. Filled it with soldiers. And every year he'd troop the color for me. Music and all on the gramophone. He knew every move. He'd beat the call. He'd beat the call on that drum there. You've no idea what a noise he made. He'd be in command of the color escort, and I'd be field officer in command of the troops. Escort for the color, slip, hey, remainder, standard, ace. And then, up he'd come in his piping voice. Escort for the color, by the left, quick, march. And then, all the rest. He never forgot anything. He loved it all, the splendor, the pageantry, the parade ground. His own parade ground. He never trooped the color. He never trooped the color. He left it all, and he never came back. And you know, I'm not sorry. No, I'm not. And you know why? Because of my pride. And his pride. In the Guards.
As a matter of fact, one of our officers knew your son in the desert, sir. His name's Wilkes.
I don't remember.
I remember him, Fred. He came to tea once. A nice, shy young man. He was the one who fell asleep when you were telling about the Guards. I had to run her.
I don't remember.
I'll say good night.
Good night, Billy.
I'll show you our room. Thank you.
Good night, sir.
That's your bed.
Oh, thank you. Oh, quite a view from here. Well, you ought to be able to see Horse Guards parade.
Yes, in spite of the trees. That's the roof of the Horse Guards. There.
Oh. Old Nelson on his column.
I had these at school.
Oh, thank you.
I hope you'll be comfortable.
Oh, I'm sure I shall.
David used to say this bed was too short for him. Mr. Winwalton, I was so interested to hear that one of your officers knew my son.
Oh, yeah?
I wonder... Yes, I think Wilkes was the name. Could you ask him if he remembers coming here to tea?
Well, yes, of course.
You see, I'm almost sure David mentioned him in the last letter he wrote to us on the day he went on that patrol.
The day he was killed, you mean?
The day he was... Oh, no, Mr. Winwalton. My son wasn't killed. He's missing. Good night.
Coat hanger?
coming to bed, dear?
Later. I talk too much. Sorry.
Yeah, that's my bed.
All right, all right. I'm only going to get a glass of water. Anyway, I shall be gone tomorrow. Dawson. Like your father. He's like some aristocratic custodian of a military museum. But why does he call you Dawson? Dawson?
Shut up.
Such an unlikely name. Dawson.
Now listen, Henry. You're a guest in this house.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
So I suggest you behave with a certain amount of decency. Good night.
Were you very fond of your brother, John?
Yeah, I suppose so.
And he used to call you Dawson?
Just a nickname that stuck. David used to let me play at being his batman. My father said that guards' officers don't have batmen and his servants. So I was his servant. My father still thinks of me in that way.
And so do you, don't you?
No. I try to live up to David's memory, that's all.
Is that why you joined the Guards?
Partly.
In his master's steps he trod, where the snow lay on. Do you want to spend your whole life following in your brother's footsteps?
I don't want to follow in his footsteps. Can't help it.
That's bloody silly, isn't it? I mean, someday you won't want to do something he did. And then what happens?
I haven't the faintest idea. Good night.
Good night.
You won't say anything to Wilkes about my mother, will you?
Don't worry.
She still keeps his clothes ready. And she wouldn't go to see his grave in North Africa. Silly, isn't it? I've got so used to it, I almost believe he'll come back myself. But he's dead, all right. But not in this house. I suppose our friendship started from that night. It survived several crises over the next few years. Minor crises like Suez. Major crises like swiping one another's girlfriends.
I say, hadn't we better tidy up a bit? They'll be here soon. Oh, you finished him? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a sweet little bearskin. It's mink. Oh, here they are. Oh, Ruth, you go. Drink before we go? Of course. Better top up the gin.
Ruth?
Hello, John. Come in.
Ruth, this is Henry Winbolton.
Oh, how do you do?
It's jolly nice of you to come out with a perfect stranger.
Hello, John. I'm nearly ready.
Right.
Ruth? Oh, coming. Excuse me a moment.
All right.
Oh, I feel like a tropical fish.
Oh, it's very modern. By the way, Alan Wilkes is rejoining the battalion.
Oh. I should steer clear of old Alan if I were you.
I can't. He's my company commander.
You look like my horse.
And Sergeant Johnson's in my platoon.
Well, I think they're jolly lucky to get us.
Who, the guards?
No, the girls.
And don't forget.
What?
Now you're in the guards. If you want to get married, you have to ask the commanding officer first.
Don't you think we're rather overdoing it?
No, we want to make sure they'll take us somewhere decent.
What's the drill?
Up guards and at 'em, I suppose.
Darling?
This is Henry Wynne Walton.
Hello. I thought you might like a drink before.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Gin?
No, let's leave the drinks till after.
After what? Oh, do sit down.
Thank you.
Oh.
Did you make the Grenadier's uniform, Ruth?
Uh-huh. He's got a mink busby.
Baskin.
Well, it's mink, anyway.
Is this supposed to be you?
Yes.
He gave it to me when he joined up.
Model soldier, model girl.
Uh-huh. Lemon?
No, thank you. You should have made him an undress uniform as well.
Eh?
A bowler hat and umbrella.
Well, where are you taking us, John? I mean, shall we dress up?
Well, that depends on what you want to do.
Well, I'm for anything.
Right, let's go slamming.
Her dearly, oh my sweet Susanna, I'll keep her memory.
Oh, Jim.
Wherever I may go, no ocean divide us, our love will guide. Oh, darling, Susanna, the sweetest girl I know. Though parting is sad, there'll come a day of gladness when I will return to hold you in my
Slow time. Rather sordid.
Romantically sordid.
You worried? Why don't you follow them? Bash his face in.
This is what he needs. Drink?
Mm-hmm. Same again, sir.
Thank you.
my darling Susanna, the sweetest girl I know.
Isn't he the greatest? Jeff Dankworth.
Crazy, man, crazy! Oh, yeah!
He's going into the guards, too.
Fashion photographs, Monday morning.
I'll be there.
Always hope you'll
All
pull
right.
Now began happy. Lovely. Who is he?
He's a friend of mine.
Well, get rid of him, otherwise I'll smash my tripod over his head.
I'll try.
How long will you be?
I don't know. Let's meet later on.
Where?
Oh, raise your hat to the lady. Thank you.
Oh, anywhere. Can't you see I'm busy?
Are you? Well, in that case, so am I.
Oh, John, I didn't...
Listen, Susan, you needn't think I've nothing better to do than hang around you all day.
Well, I only asked you...
If it was Henry, you wouldn't be too busy.
I would. Anyway, Henry wouldn't have been so
Susan,
stupid as...
if you fall for Henry, I wish you'd say so and not keep me hanging around.
Well, come on, Susan.
Oh, do you mind?
Not at all.
I'm not keeping you. I'm trying to get rid of you.
Oh, thank you very much indeed. Goodbye.
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 Lovely. Hold it. Perfect.
Well, let me know how you get on in the parachute company.
I will if I get in.
Well, of course you will. And that's something your brother never did. Look after Susan for me.
You'll pay my mess bill? Good luck. Henry needn't have worried about Susan. He was away for 3 years, and that's a long time in anybody's career. And top models have to stay at the top. Anyway, I had other ideas. So had Ruth.
Dad,
I'm not having any guardsmen round here.
Mum says you've got to clean up.
Why? He's not taking me out.
He'll be here in a minute. You don't want to look like a scarecrow.
Well, he's seen a working man before. Or has he? You needn't know I'm your father. Say I'm a chauffeur.
All right, I will.
Are you looking for my daughter?
Oh, you Mr. Dobby?
That's right.
Oh, how do you do, sir?
How do you do? But she isn't ready yet.
Oh.
I'm going to back up. Watch out. See me in, will you?
Yes, I will. Right. Round a little on your left. That's it. Left hand down a bit. That's fine.
Ruddy fool. What do you want to do that for?
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
My God, just a... Look at that.
Yes.
I parked this lorry here thousands of times.
Yes, I'm terribly sorry, sir. I didn't see it
Oh,
from
don't apologize. Bloody typical. It's the lorry I'm worried about, not this thing.
Oh, yes, I can see.
You know, it beats me. It really does. You're supposed to be in command of... what are you?
I'm a subaltern in the Grenadiers.
Now, forgive me being rude, but how the blazes do you expect to lead men in battle when you can't even park a lorry in a cul-de-sac?
Well, you were at the wheel, sir.
I know I was at the wheel, mate, but you were giving directions. Wrong directions.
I'm sorry.
Oh, forget it. Ruth's inside.
Thank you.
And you, Leslie, you get on with your work. And if you don't mind, I hope... I'd rather you didn't keep it out too late. Her mother's ill.
Yes, I know, sir. These are for her.
Oh, very kind of you.
Not at all, sir.
Very gallant. Just a minute, Mr. Fellows.
Yes, sir?
Where are you taking my daughter tonight?
I don't know. I hadn't really thought.
The mess?
No, I thought a restaurant somewhere.
Oh, not the mess. Why not? Because a girl like that wouldn't go down well in an officer's mess, is that it?
Oh, all girls go down well in an officer's mess, sir.
Even my girl?
Yes.
The guards seem a good deal more broad-minded than they were when I knew them.
Well, we try to move with the times, sir.
First I've heard of it. The most snobby outfit on the face of the earth.
Well, sir, we're all snobs in one way or another.
Oh, don't give me that inverted snobbery cock. You know what I mean. You know what they used to call the RASC during the war? Camp followers.
That's just a joke, sir.
A joke? Bringing up their supplies, fighting alongside of them. If you're shot up in front, it's death or glory, boys. If a plane drops a bomb in the rear of the column, it's camp followers. This arm of mine had a bullet in it. Ambushed by the Jedis at the Horseshoe Oasis, which the guards were supposed to be holding. 8 of my chaps dead. 8. That's not bad for a 2-minute engagement. I don't suppose you've ever heard of the Horseshoe Oasis.
As a matter of fact, I have.
No, that's one of the battles that's never mentioned, I dare say. Because the Royal Army Service Corps, the camp followers, cleared that one up and made it safe for the guards to come through when they retreated. You think I'm making it up? Well, you go back to your officers' mess and ask them what sort of a mess they made at the Horseshoe Oasis. And then ask me why I ate the guards.
Again, Daddy.
I saw Henry go jingling by on Betsy. 3 weeks ago, he was giving me a lift in his armored car. 3 weeks ago. When the flare-up in Umayyah was front-page news.
Tonight, once again, the news is centered on the crisis in Umayyah with today's demonstration in Downing Street. First, the Middle East. It's just been announced that units of the Strategic Airborne Reserve are standing by, ready to be flown out to Umayyah at a moment's notice. They include elements of the Brigade of Guards. After the bomb outrage yesterday morning, dense crowds thronged the main square of the capital, waiting for an announcement from the Prime Minister of Umayyah, Mr. Ali Raghil. Our special correspondent, Rene Cutforth, is in Umayyah, and his filmed report has just reached us.
When I spoke to General Abu Sibdar this morning, he said Farinda's advance into Umayyan territory is not an incident, it is war. Before flying back to his HQ in the desert, General Abu Sibdar reaffirmed his complete confidence in the devotion and courage of his troops. Here in the capital, the prevailing mood is one of quiet determination to resist at all costs this new threat to Umayyan independence. In his speech this morning, the Prime Minister, Mr. Ali Raghil, said that he would invoke the 1947 Anglo-Umayyan Treaty of Friendship, under which British troops are pledged to go to his assistance. Mr. Ali Raghil finished his speech with these words: "The independence and indeed the very existence of our country are in jeopardy. We therefore propose to invoke the Anglo-Umayyan Treaty of Friendship, which remains and must remain the basis of Umayyan liberties."
Mother? Mother?
Out. I thought I'd give these things an airing. Have you seen my new trolley bars? You been upstairs? Tomorrow, I'm going to move into your room. Not all the time, just now and then for a change. I'll be able to see the trooping from there.
You won't?
Why are you so down in the mouth? David was always urging me to do everything. Climb the heights of Abraham, he would say. I'm going to climb those stairs tomorrow. It's David's birthday. Get me a whiskey, Dawson.
You did know Wilkes.
No. He came to tea once. I didn't know him.
22nd of May, 1946. Dear Captain Fellows. I am sending you these painful details because you asked me to. Although I only met you once, I can understand your desire to know the truth. David was a fine soldier, and he died gallantly. All I know of David's last moments, I learned from his platoon sergeant, who was taken prisoner with David at the Horseshoe Oasis. David and Sergeant Russell were the only two British to survive the attack on the Horseshoe Oasis. They had captured a prisoner, but as there were only the two of them left, David shot him. The Germans counterattacked at dawn, captured Russell and David, and as a reprisal for shooting the German, they put David up against the wall and shot him. I enclosed David's cap badge, which he gave to Sergeant Russell just before he died. Yours sincerely, Alan Wilkes, Lieutenant, 3rd Battalion, Grenadier Guards. Why did you keep this secret to yourself?
How could I...
David was my brother.
How could I tell you without telling your mother? Had I the right to say, David is never coming back, and here's a letter to prove it. He died, and he died disgracefully.
Disgracefully? Well, he made a miscalculation, that's all.
To shoot an unarmed and defenseless prisoner is not a miscalculation, it's a disgrace. Disgrace to the British Army, disgrace to the Guards.
Oh, Father, what else could he have done? A prisoner? The two of them, the Germans all around them?
Don't argue. I've tried this case 1,000 times in the past 15 years, and I found him guilty.
You've given yourself a life sentence.
Don't dare touch that cap badge.
Father, you're not going to climb those stairs.
Why not?
If you get up, how will you get down?
Who cares how I get down, as long as I get up?
I did come to say goodbye. I may be in action tomorrow.
Good.
But I'll be back for the trooping. I'm lieutenant of the colored escort this year.
Well, then, I'll see you on the birthday parade. From up there. Here. Take this with you. I'll tell your mother you called, John.
His father will be so proud knowing everyone is watching, John.
Escort for the color. Shoulder. Height. Remainder. Stand at ease.
Is my father watching, as he said he would? David, are you watching? I'll try not to let you down. I can never repay you enough for what you did for me in the desert.
Escort for the color. Close order. March.
Operation Starlight. Operation Umaya. A brigade operation planned to get in, do the job, and get out again in a few hours. To save sending a division later. Or too late.
Oh, thanks. Alan.
Confirming aircraft belonging to General Abu Sibdar crashed in area held by Farinda.
One of Sibdar's officers is being flown in as soon as we land.
Are we supposed to rescue Sibdar?
Yeah. We need a stick of parachutists and household cavalry in support. And we want the best commanders that can be spared. Fix it with Biggs.
Well, one of my officers is in the parachute company. Is he to be in command?
Yeah. It's an infantry operation. And that means altering the main plan a little.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh.
I've got a little job for you. The Brigadier wants us to mount a little rescue operation for General Abu Sibdar.
He's been captured?
Yes, his private plane crashed behind Farinda's lines. You'd better select 15 men and report to HQ when we land.
Right.
You'll have cavalry support, 8 ferrets. Would you like Win Walton?
Henry?
Well, you'll be in command. And don't forget, when you get back, no fighting in the mess.
Disgusting hooliganism. Incidentally, I was with my father last night, and I saw the letter that you wrote him about David. Thank you very much.
David was my best friend. The Brigadier says you have to keep that to yourself.
Bob.
Alan.
Sir.
If the men are ready, they better start moving up to here.
There he is, sir. There, Wolf. Henry?
Oh, good. You're just in time for a cup of char.
Never mind that. I got a job for you. Come on.
Well, where?
Brigade headquarters.
Oh.
What about your hat?
What?
Hat.
Oh.
Sir.
Oh, thank you.
You know Sergeant Johnson, don't you?
How are you, Sergeant Johnson?
Oh, fine, sir.
That's a repulsive moustache you've got on.
This will be him now, sir.
Good. Thank you.
These are the officers in charge of the special operations, sir. Fellows and Win Walden.
Right. Hang around for a bit.
Well, here's Sibda's ADC, sir.
Major Kishel, sir.
Very glad to have you with us, Major Kishu. Does he speak English?
Yes, sir. I was at Sandhurst, sir. I speak fluent English.
That's lucky. Colonel Wilkes, Captain Fellows, Captain Wim Walton. These two officers will be in command of the operation. Now, can you tell us where General Abu Sibda is?
He is held prisoner by Farinda at El Kuba.
Right. Let's have a look at the map. Now, here we are in Piccadilly.
Piccadilly.
Our troops are moving up to the starting line for our main assault here. And here is the capital, our main objective.
And Farinda's.
Yes. Now, that's where his advanced forces have cut the road. And here is the main advance on the capital. Now, where is El Cuba?
It lies roughly 80 miles to the south. Here, upon this ridge.
Right.
It lies in a concavity.
El Cuba.
في طيارة رايحة للغرب. أدي له هذه الرسالة بسرعة. خبر ممدوح راح نلف حول البلد ونتصل بالقوات الرئيسية. راح نقوم بالهجوم الرئيسي في الساعة 6 ولازم نكون في العاصمة بكرة الصبح.
قلت وقف! Then we'll drop you fellows in the area. How low will you have to fly in order to keep out of sight behind those hills there?
I should reckon about 800 feet, sir.
Oh, well, that's all right then. You, Winwalton, will recce the ground and provide fire support for the main assault.
Sir.
And then...
What about radio silence, sir? They're pretty well equipped.
Yes, of course. Report back to us when you've occupied El
Cuba, sir.
Thank you. Remember, 0 hour for the main assault is 1,800 hours. Any questions?
No, sir.
Right. Good luck. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now, don't forget, it's the first concavity you come to on the right.
Break for Charn, have a sack lunch.
Right. Good luck.
Good luck, Henry. Wish I was coming with you.
Thank God you're not.
For you in about 2 hours.
I have to use Henry's wireless.
All right, but use your own call sign.
Brooks, mind the doors, please.
Got your pipes with you, Mohide?
That's right. Pretty. Could have brought me old guitar along, eh, son? Oh, Susanna, the sweetest girl I know.
Fellas taking off now, sir.
Thank you, God.
dig us out.
The men are moving into position, sir.
Good. Any sign of the Captain, Wimwalton?
No sign of the cars yet, sir.
Damn. We'll never take this with 14 men and a piper.
Corporal Mohard's a very good piper, sir.
We can't wait for him. Look, we'll blow up the main gate with our rocket and advance across the open ground under cover of smoke from our mortars.
Son, Johnson, those bastards have got a machine gun post between us and the castle. I'll have to sort that out.
Well, if you're going to do that, sir, you better take a couple of these with you.
Yeah.
One, sir.
Send me Dankwith and Walls, will you?
Sir.
Tell them to rip their packs off. You won't have to take in the men assault.
Sir.
Give me a couple of extra minutes, all right?
Good luck, sir.
Good luck.
Dankwith and Walls, report to Captain Fellows. Get those packs off.
Yes, son. Come on, mate.
I've got a job for you two.
Yes, sir.
Right. Come on. Dankwith, get your head down.
What's the matter? You get hit? No, it's my back. All right. Dankwith, get back in the gun!
down here, bleeding bastards. Get one over there, Sergeant. Portslick, cover the outside wall. Come on, get a move on.
Right forward, cover the exit.
Oh! Right, yeah.
Well?
It's clear, sir. No casualties.
Good.
Except for you, sir, what happened?
All right, it's my back.
All right, sir?
All right, could be better. Any prisoners?
No, sir. They ran away when they saw us coming, sir.
What about Abu Sibda?
Must have taken him with them, sir. We've got a dead man over here, sir. One of them, sir. Shot through the back. Put up against their wall and shot, sir. His hands are still tied together.
It's Abu Sibda.
We'd better report back. After that, we'll recite the...
All right, sir?
Bar positions.
All right, you do. Cover him up.
Steady, sir. Mind how you go.
All right.
Steady now.
Hello, two. Over.
All right. Hello, two. How do you hear me, over?
How many did you get?
No luck, sir. They were over the hills and far away before you could say surrender.
Oh.
Regret?
Sir.
Request permission, remain my present position to receive expected counterattack tonight. They've captured Al Quba.
And is General Sibda free?
Start the assault on the capital.
Yes, sir.
T.O. Chen?
How'd you feel?
Bit rigid.
HQ say we've got to stay here until the morning.
Ah, I'm not surprised. That wouldn't by any chance be for me, would it?
Doing all right for yourself, sir?
It's rather like visiting Arna Hospital, isn't it? Put the flowers over there, Sergeant Johnson, will you?
I'll do that, sir. No chance of getting a helicopter to get you out of the prison, sir?
Fall out, Sergeant Johnson.
Sir.
Tea up, sir.
Oh, thank you, Williams.
Everyone's being very kind, aren't they? I feel very well treated. I ought to be out in a day or two, don't you think?
We ought to have your father's trolley bus system here.
Henry?
Yeah?
I'd like to go and see David's grave.
Dr. Brooke? Well, don't worry, I'll bribe the pilot.
On the way back. Pity about Sibda, sir.
Yeah. Operation successful, patient died, right?
Wake your relief, son, then get your head down.
Right on.
You'll charm all the snakes in the flipping desert, Moab.
Here you are, Sergeant.
Oh, I could just do with that, sir. Thank you.
Sergeant Johnson?
Sir.
Who have you got on the machine gun post?
Corporal Seal, Patson and Wall, sir.
Henry, where are your armored cars?
What?
Where are your armored cars?
They're bogeyed up outside the main gate. I've got a sentry on them.
Everyone on the toes?
Yes, don't worry.
It's very late, dear. Aren't you coming to bed?
Later. Go to bed. Go to bed.
Who's there?
Up, Henry. They're all round us.
No, you're imagining things.
No, I mean it. Stand,
Early
Johnson,
daylight.
stand to.
Sir,
Get up the stand to.
Walsh.
Doherty, keep your eyes peeled.
Get over the other side. You two, quickly. Man the car. Come on, get a move on.
Get down!
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Walsh.
Son.
Archer.
Son.
Seal.
Son.
Peach.
Son.
Dagworth.
Son.
Corporal Mallard. Corporal Mallard.
No, don't shoot, it's me! All right, Jack.
Busy night, sir.
John!
Did you get him?
No. Betsy did. Look out! Shoot him! Well, why didn't you shoot him?
To shoot an unarmed and defenseless prisoner is not a miscalculation, it's a disgrace. David died disgracefully.
Couldn't.
Escort for the colour! By the left! Quick, march! Escort for the colour! Open order! March! Right, left!
Remainder, shoulder, height!
Salute to the color. Present. Up!
Duties and guards are ready for your permission to march off, ma'am.
Mrs. Fellows, I think we're going now.
I'm so glad I came.
When's the wedding?
When you get yourself one of those.